going to talk about selecting the appropriate vehicle. We're going to allow the customer to select the vehicle, but we're going to base their selection on things that we learned during our needs assessment. There's a wonderful thing that we need to know as sales consultants. Why? Think about that. Their why. But more importantly, their what. What do they want and why do they want? And once you learn that from the customer, you're able to translate that every single step of the sale. And because your ability to translate what they want and why they want it throughout the sales process, you will sell more cars and you will make more money. Then we're going to talk about delivering Academy Award presentation. I have visited a lot of dealerships in the years I've been doing this. I just don't see walk-arounds anymore, man. I just don't see it. I'm like, what happened to the art of walking around a car, opening the doors and putting the customer in the driver's seat and driving off the lot? What happened to pulling the car out of the line, pulling it up to the showroom? It's gone. It's like, I sold cars before and I never did a demo drive and I sold the car. And I look at my manager, I don't have to demo cars. I can still sell cars without demoing. I can sell cars without doing a walk around. Hey, I can sell cars without even showing them the car. I've done it before. The fact of the matter is, if I do more demos, I'll sell more cars. If I do more walk-arounds, I'll sell more cars. If I show customers more cars, I'll sell more cars. People come up to me and ask me all the time, hey Gerry, what do you think I did wrong? Tell me about it. And they only point out when they sat down and asked the customer to buy the car and they said, I want to shop around. I had no idea what they did up to that point. So I can't answer you unless I watch the whole process. Because I could say to them, he didn't demo the car, that's one thing he did wrong. How many times have you watched your sales consultant go through a whole process, come to you with numbers, and never demo the car, and you know it, but you still give them numbers?
Often.
And you tell that sales consultant to go demo the car, and they give you some excuse, just like the customer gave them an excuse not to get in the car, and you accept that excuse, and next thing you know, the customer says they want to think about it, and you get up, and you go out, and you try to close the deal, and oftentimes you do, because you're a good closer. But think of the times where you don't. Now imagine ourselves in a world where everybody gets a demo drive. If the car's available, obviously. Imagine that. Imagine we did all this work online. We brought the customer in. We got him in there. Andrew, you got a customer that you have an appointment with online. His name's Bob. What's going to happen when Bob gets to the dealership? He's going to get out of his car. He's going to walk into the showroom. And what's going to happen next? But what is he going to do when he walks in the showroom? He's going to be like this. I'm here to see Andrew. And where's Andrew? Andrew might be tied up with someone else. Andrew might be standing in the showroom right next to Bob. I want you to imagine this. I set an appointment on the phone, and I say, Andrew, what time are you going to be here? 11:30. I'll be waiting for you at 11:30. What will we be driving into the dealership?
Toyota Highlander.
What color is it?
Blue.
See you when you get here. And then that blue Highlander rolls in at 11:30, 12 o'clock, and I walk right out and I go, Andrew, I'm Gerry Gould. Thanks for coming. Come on inside. Let's go talk. What better chance do I have of selling Andrew a car? I think I have a much better chance. That's my point. Imagine ourselves in a world where we embrace the internet. Because customers want to remain anonymous. When you come in, Andrew, make sure you have that flag that says, I'm Andrew, so I can make sure it's you when you get to the dealership. These little subtle things, that customer didn't know that. Now the customer's standing in front of you, like you're standing there. How did he know? Oh yeah, he asked me about his kid. You're pretty sharp. Oh, I'm in big trouble. Seriously, these are the little things that matter. And these are the little things we're going to talk about. We'll talk about presenting figures to customers. So I want to talk about this for a minute because all I'm doing is trying to set up your mind to what's coming. I see veterans, I see green peas, I see folks who've been in the business for a period of time. The biggest challenge I have with what I'm about to talk about is with veterans. Veterans oftentimes will have a customer base, right? Where they talk to these customers for years. And whenever the customer needs a car, they just simply call them and they simply say, Mike, I need this, have it ready for me, and that's how easy it is, right? We're not talking about those customers. We're talking about every other type of customer. We want to give them 3 ways to pay for this vehicle. We want to start the process of the payments. We don't want sales consultants coming to the desk anymore and saying, my customer wants to be $300 a month with no money down. Help me out. We want sales consultants coming up to the sales tower and say, Brent, I'm all set. I need figures for Bobby. I just got off a test drive. He loves the car. I'm not sure he wants to buy it. He's going to look at the figures first. Give me some numbers. And I go out to the customer and I present him with the 3 options. One of the biggest challenges sales consultants face, I faced it when I was a sales consultant, is when a customer says, you're not giving me enough of my trade. I didn't know how to handle it. So what did I do? You're not giving me enough of my trade? I'll be right back. How about this one? The payment's too high. I'll be right back. I don't have a down payment. I'll be right back. And that's when you're wearing out your shoes. Now, some of you folks in this room, I'm sure, have a process where you hang in there. Gerry came up with this, be cool and stay in your seat. Be cool, stay in your seat. I love it. I'm not going to talk about myself, but I like to stay in my seat as long as I could because that builds value. The longer I hung in there before I got up and went to get a manager, the more value I built, the more money I'd make. So how do you do that? We're going to share with you ways to do that. Let's move along to the next page. We're going to talk about executing your dealership's values. Auto dealerships that truly shine in customer satisfaction tend to embrace a set of core values that go beyond just selling cars. The list that I'm about to share with you is what many successful dealerships prioritize to create lasting relationships with their clients. Everybody know what the WHAM difference is? What is the WHAM difference? Can you tell me about it?
Repair, key fob replacement, windshield repair, tire replacement.
Sounds pretty good. For how long?
6 months, no extra.
At no extra cost. Nice. We had a sales consultant in here yesterday say that we offer the Washington Auto Mall difference. Now, I want you to think about that. We offer the Washington Auto Mall difference. That's how we explain the Washington Auto Mall difference. It's something that we offer all our customers. What did that sales consultant just say to me?
Pay for it.
I have to pay for it. That's free. That's a distinguishing factor, the fact that you have that no one else has. Transparency, clear pricing, honest communication, no hidden fees, build trust from the start. What do you know about your competition?
Anytime they say the shop and the competitor, you get on there.
That's how you learn about your competitor. He's not here anymore, as it turns out. But I remember a sales consultant, I was sitting in the showroom, and the sales consultant looks at me and goes, hey, Gerry, Bowser's offering $1,000 off on their Hyundais. I said, really? We only offer $500. That's what he said. Plus, he said $1,000 off. So I said, let's go to their website. They gave $500 and $1,000 on the Hyundai bonus. We give $1,000 off and $500 on the Hyundai bonus. So I looked at the sales consultant and I said, looks the same to me. Who's more transparent? The minimum bonus you can get with Hyundai is $500, right? And all your competitors are advertising $1,000.
Depends on the car, 500 to 3,500.
All your competitors are $1,000. Have you looked?
Depends on the car.
It depends on the car. Have you looked at the competitors? And it depends on the car, and they offer the max, right?
We have the dealer choice rebate on ours.
Yeah, but you don't offer the max.
We don't offer the dealer choice rebate that
Yes.
our personal discount is less than Cochrane, Bowser, all theirs. Because there's no reason to. We sell the same volume, lesser discount internet price. And we don't have to give this much away.
But my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, last time I looked, is that your website was more transparent than Bowser's website.
Again, most of the competitors, they'll list the dealer choice rebate, they'll list the military.
That's my point. That's not transparent. You got to own a Dalmatian to get that price. That's my point. If I don't own a Dalmatian, I ain't getting the Bowser price. Now, when I was selling cars in Boston, every Saturday I had to bring in the Boston Globe because of competitors. And we read the fine print. That's my point. You said it. The internet is transparent pricing, but you got to read the fine print. And when a customer comes in and says Bowser's offering $1,000, you're only offering $500, let's go to Bowser's website and check it out. Do you own a Dalmatian? You ain't getting that rebate. That's my point. You have dealerships all over this country, all over this radius, within 25 miles, and we got proof. I have proof. And you have sales consultants and managers that work at these dealerships, and they keep nodding their head every time I bring this up. You have dealerships, your competitors, that a customer will take an internet price, go to that dealership because it's the best price, sit down with a sales consultant, and that price, the first pencil, will be $5,000 to $7,000 more than that internet price. That's what your competitors are doing. The minute you guys hear, Bowser, you drop your friggin' pants. That's why we have to develop a process that's consistent so that we can test the waters. And once we get the waters tested, then we can move on. What do you think? They're going to jump out of their seat and leave? Could it happen? Yeah, it could happen. But how come it isn't happening over there? I come in on an internet ad, and all of a sudden it's $7,000 more. And look at the salesman. What are you doing? You know why? Because they're trained to overcome the customer's concern. When the customer says, what's that $7,000? Let me explain it to you. And they explain in such a manner that it keeps the customer sitting there. Is the customer happy about it? Probably not. Is your CSI higher than the competition? Probably. Are you selling the same amount of cars? Yeah, but you can be selling more cars. You can be making more money. That's my point. These are the things that we need to overcome. And once we overcome these things, we'll sell more cars, we'll make more money, we'll have better CSI. And when we make more money at the dealership level, who else makes more money? We do. And after all, aren't we here to make the money? So when someone asks me, do I sell cars, and I'm standing in the middle of a showroom after working 14 hours a day, goddamn right I sell cars, a lot of them. And I'm going to continue to sell cars. Because if it wasn't for car sales, I wouldn't be standing where I'm standing right now. Integrity. You guys have integrity. That's the reason I keep coming here. Every process, every principle I share with you is from integrity. It's from transparency. It's from ethical and upfront practices. Do I share with you a few gray areas? Absolutely. There will be. But it's called a competitive edge. To the extent that a Bowser would or some of these other dealerships, no. We give our customers, while they're gouging, we give them 6 months of coverage, and every pencil is going to include an extension of that for either the time they're leasing or financing that vehicle or their ownership. And we're going to look at them and say, this includes an extension of the Washington Automall difference I shared with you earlier. How much is it? $15.95. Man, that's a lot of money. I know, but look at all it does. And then we open up that folder and we review it again. I'm going to single out Hyundai. Hyundai, nice job, Amanda, Shane. 40% bundles last month. 40%. Is it working for you? Have you lost sales because of it?
No.
I'm not saying you increased sales because of it, but you didn't lose sales, right?
No.
And every pencil goes out with that bundle. 40%.
The only ones that don't are when your customer specifically has mentioned to the salesperson that they want a VSC.
Goes in with the product. The only time we take it off is when they want a VSC. We exchange it for a vehicle service contract. Nice job, by the way. That was awesome.